Here are the top repeated questions in previous UPSC CSE Mains exam related to the Constitution of India. 1. What constitutes the doctrine of basic features, as introduced into the Constitution of India by the Judiciary? 2000. 2. Explain public interest litigation. Who can file it and on what basis can it be rejected by the court of law? 2003. What is the position of the Supreme Court under the Constitution of India? How far does it play its role as the guardian of the Constitution? 2002. 4. Indicate the nature of the fundamental duties inserted in our Constitution. 1982. 5. What are the fundamental duties and their implications? 1993. 6. Write any 4 fundamental duties prescribed in the Constitution of India. 1997. 7. Identify the major fundamental duties. 2003. 8. Enumerate the fundamental duties incorporated in the Constitution after the 42nd Amendment. 2008. 9. What do you understand by the term rule of law? How does the Constitution of India seek to establish it? 1996. 10. Examine the need for the review of the Indian Constitution. 2011. Bring out the aberrations of the parliamentary system of government in India. 2001. 12. What is a constitution? What are the main sources of the Indian Constitution? 2007. 13. Discuss the powers, privileges and immunities of the Indian Parliament. 1989. 14. What is contempt of Parliament? Mention its various kinds. 1990. 15. What is a lame duck session of legislature? 1990. 16. Who is a pro tem speaker? What are his responsibilities? 1992. 17. Describe the doctrine of colorable legislation. 1993. 18. What is delegated legislation and which are the factors responsible for its increase? 1996. 19. What is our country's highest civilian award? Who are the 2 foreigners on whom the award was conferred? 1994. 20. Why does the Constitution of India contain different forms of oath for the President, the Ministers, the legislators and the members of the Judiciary? Discuss their significance. 1996. 21. What are the functions of the Human Rights Commission of India? 1996. 22. To what extent does the President of India possess discretionary powers? If any, what are they? 1987. 23. Discuss the relationship between the executive and the legislative wings with reference to India. 1989. 24. Examine the constitutional relation between the President and the Prime Minister of India. 1991. 25. Discuss the powers of the President of India regarding the scheduled areas. 1991. 26. Explain the significance of the April 1994 Supreme Court judgment on the proclamation of President's Rule. 1994. 27. Define financial emergency. How many times has this been proclaimed so far? 1995. 28. What is Article 356 in the Indian Constitution? Comment. 1997. 29. What do you know about the following? Article 356, in 20 words, 1998. 30. Discuss the meaning of breakdown of constitutional machinery. What are its effects? 1997. 31. What is a privilege motion? 1998. 32. In case of any dispute whether a bill is a money bill or not, whose decision is final? 1999. 33. What is vote on account? 2000. 34. What is a privilege motion? 2000. 35. What is call attention motion? 2001. 36. What is a point of order? When can it be raised? 2003. 37. What is a privilege motion? 2003. 38. What is meant by sine die, adjournment? 2003. 39. What is a censure motion? 2007. 40. What are the major commitments of the Constitution of India as incorporated in its preamble? 1988. 41. Why is India called a republic? 1988. 42. The preamble to the Constitution is aimed to embody the fundamental values and the philosophy on which the Constitution is based. Elucidate. 1997. 43. What are the reasonable restrictions mentioned in the Indian Constitution accompanying the fundamental rights? 1990. 44. Explain the significance of Prasar Bharati Corporation in the context of modern mass media. 2009. 45. Define the writ of mandamus. Explain its importance. 1990. 46. Discuss the secular nature of Indian polity and the position provided in the Constitution of India. 1991. 47. What is the basic structure of the Constitution of India? Briefly review the important amendments to the Constitution since its adoption by the Constituent Assembly. Specify any particular amendments which were later repealed and the reasons therefor. 1979. 48. What was the amendment made in 1976 in the preamble of our Constitution? Discuss its significance. 1983. 49. On what grounds does Article 15 of the Indian Constitution prohibit discrimination? Indicate the way the concept of special protection has qualified this prohibition and contributed to social change. 1999. 50. What is the status of the right to property in the Indian Constitution? 1999. 51. Discuss the constitutional provisions regarding the rights of children. 2001. 52. What is the constitutional position of directive principles of state policy? How has it been interpreted by the Judiciary after the emergency in 1975-77? 2001. 53. Discuss the constitutional provisions relating to the non-justiciable directives binding upon the states. 2001. 54. Write a short note on the fundamental duties of Indian citizens. 2002. 55. What is habeas corpus? 2004. 56. What is the special facility provided to the linguistic minorities under Article 350A? 2004. 57. Give your views on the right to freedom of religion as enshrined in the Indian Constitution. Did they make India a secular state? 2005. 58. Explain the significance of Article 370 in the Constitution of India. 1988. 59. State the significance of Article 370 of our Constitution. 1990. 60. Distinguish between caretaker government and minority government. 1991. 61. Why was education taken out of the state list and inserted in the concurrent list of the Indian Constitution? 1991. 62. What is the value of O and M in administration? 1991. 63. What is the content of the TH schedule of the Constitution of India? The writ of mandamus will not be granted against certain persons. Who are they? 1992. 64. Distinguish between preventive detention and punitive detention. 1993. 65. What are the various writs available to the citizens of India? 1993. 66. When and why was the National Literacy Mission founded? 1993. 67. What is meant by equal protection of law? 1993. 68. What is the purpose of Article 24 of the Constitution of India? 1993. 69. Distinguish between the head of states and the head of government. Which of the two offices is more important? India. 1984. 70. Write a note on the ordinance-making power of the President of India. 150 words. 71. What categories of persons are nominated by the President to the Rajya Sabha? 1986. 72. How is the Vice President of India elected? 1986. 73. What is the importance of the 84th Amendment of the Indian Constitution? 2002. 74. How is the Constitution of India amended? Do you think that the procedure for amendment makes the Constitution a plaything in the hands of the center? 2002. 75. Highlight the significance of 44th Amendment to the Constitution of India. 150 words. 76. What were the objectives in having 3 separate legislative lists in the Constitution of India? Can the Parliament make laws in regard to any item in the state list? If so, under what situation? Does any of the issues arising from the above give rise to union-state controversies? 2003. 77. Why was education taken out of the state list and inserted in the concurrent list? 1983. 78. Explain the role of the Planning Commission and the National Development Council in the formulation of public policy in India. 2003. 79. Discuss the composition and functions of the National Security Council. 1994. 80. What is a Finance Commission? Discuss the main functions of the State Finance Commission. 1999. 81. Discuss the composition and functions of the Union Public Service Commission. 2004. 82. How are Chief Justices of High Courts in India appointed? 1987. 83. Explain the scope of the advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of India. 150 words. 84. What is the position of the Supreme Court under the Constitution of India? Discuss its role as a guardian of the Constitution. 2002. 85. What is meant by judicial activism? Evaluate its role in reducing corruption in public life. 1995. 86. What are the constitutional provisions that ensure the independence of the public service commissions in India? 1991. 87. Distinguish between the All India Services and Central Services. 1992. 88. How does the Indian Constitution seek to maintain independence of the Public Service Commission? 2004. 89. Has the cadre-based civil services organization been the cause of slow change in India? Critically examine. 2004. 90. Examine whether the grant of greater autonomy to the states would be in the interest of strengthening the integrity and promoting the economic development of the country, especially in the light of recent happenings in our country.